It's Tuesday, March 10th on the Auburn Torch, and Auburn men's golf is back on top with a tournament win and an individual win by Jackson Koivun. A couple interesting things to take a look at with that. Let's get into it. It came down to the wire for Auburn men's golf at the Hayt in Florida. You probably know by now they managed to win it. 28 under in 3 rounds with a clutch 13 under in round 3, playing your best when it matters the most in the 3rd round. For audio listeners, Auburn men's golf wins their tournament. First place at 28 under. Second place, Texas Tech, 26 under. Tied for 3rd is Charlotte and LSU at 23 under. Jackson Koivun, of course, wins the individual championship as well, and he did that by birdieing 18. Here, let's take a look at it. Koivun wins it at 11 under, 1 stroke ahead of 2 golfers who were 10 under, one from Duke and one from Charlotte, Seb Cave. We'll look at Seb Cave here in a second because you'll see Koivun down here, round 3. What a round 3. Just solid. No bogeys. 5 birdies, including the one on 18 right here. Circle that and remember that because Seb Cave, who was just 1 stroke behind him, was tied before that birdie. Here he is. He parred on 18, and they were playing partners. On Instagram, Golf Week talked to Jackson at the tournament, and it was like, did you know you guys were tied going in? And he's like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah, I look at the scoreboard a lot. So he knew, and he knew he needed a birdie, so played it aggressively and did what he had to do, and knocked down a birdie. So, and that obviously that helped the team on the leaderboard as well. Two other things to note real quick. Auburn, first of all, showed the fortitude to finish strong. You're seeing here on 18, all pars and a birdie. So 1 under on 18. You'll notice Texas Tech, who was in 2nd place on 18, had a bogey and a 2 over, a double bogey. And poor Charlotte, man. Poor Charlotte. This buddy on 17 carded a 10. That is a 6 over par hole. Setuple bogey. Poor buddy. That is rough. Charlotte was in position. I mean, Charlotte might have won the tournament if he parred that hole. But hey, man, that's the other thing. Last one, the big one that you guys been following me, how I've been covering Auburn men's golf. Virginia, the Cavaliers. This is the team that, if you're an Auburn fan, I think you should have circled. This is the team that knocked Auburn out of the NCAA tournament in match play last spring. And this is the team. In the rankings, it's number 1 Virginia, number 2 Auburn, and they made it to the national finals last year and lost, but they returned everybody. So they enter hands down favorites to win the national championship this year. And so far, it's really been a 2-man race between Auburn and Virginia. And last week, they were going head-to-head in that tournament, and Virginia ended up winning by a stroke. This time, Auburn certainly wins the aggregate because they've beaten Virginia by 15 strokes. Sorry, audio listeners. Virginia finished in 6th place at 13 under with a really bad 10 over 2nd round. So, hey, man, so just projecting ahead. I mean, these are 2 teams who fully expect to be at the national championships, to be in the match play in that Elite 8, to be in the Final Four, and even in the national final. These are 2 teams that expect it, and There you go. One more thing of note. One more thing. Alabama finished 11th. The Tide 8 under. Your Auburn Tigers 20 strokes better. There you go. Auburn men's golf wins it. They're going to be off for a couple of weeks. They're not competing again for a good little bit. And even looking at the All Sport calendar, it's the morning of March 10th right here. It's Mario Day. It's going to be the Rev Boys for a couple days. Wait a minute. Can we talk about this? Here, if you're a video watcher, which congratulations, you've got the ticker, which I'm still so proud of. So did you guys notice Auburn is selling a game-worn helmet signed by Byram, and it's like he didn't wear that helmet. They're selling someone else's helmet that he signed. Where is it? How do we auction on it? I guess that one's already gone. It was on Twitter. Oh, here you go. Nick Kleinard hat. I don't know. How do I auction? Oh, I guess you have to be a Oracle Plus member. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna log in right now. Looking at the All Sports calendar. But besides swimming, the Auburn's got some swimmers at zones. But other than that, it's the Revenue Boys. It's baseball tonight on Tuesday night at home against UAB, and then men's basketball is at the SEC tournament on Wednesday. But then things will fire right back up for us at the Auburn Torch with women's tennis hosting Tennessee on Thursday. And then they're back at home again hosting Kentucky on Saturday. So I highly recommend. I'm going to try to slide on Saturday, but I highly recommend you guys check out another. You talk about maybe your two best national championship contenders at Auburn right now. Auburn men's golf and Auburn women's tennis, right? Right now on the Auburn Torch. Elizaveta Grabenkova, 5-star prospect, number 1 prospect by College Gym News in the class of 2027, committed to Auburn. Won bars at the Nastia Lukin Cup last Sunday. And just to explain it, the Nastia Lukin Cup is the top level 10 event in the country, which is level 10 is just shy of elite. So to be senior level 10 means you're just short of elite. You're just short of trying to compete internationally and compete for a spot on the Olympic team. But the thing about level 10 is that level 10 has a much more similar scoring system to college, right? So a lot of these, like when College Gym News and College Gym fans are doing those prospect rankings, they use people's level 10 scores. Okay. Which, this isn't an exact 1-to-1, but it's like, if you notice when you watch the Olympics and you're watching SUNY and them, the scores go up to like 13, 14, 15, right? And it's almost like the lid is off of it. And I think and it's not exactly, but you can kind of think of it as the lid kind of comes off of it because they're at that level to where they can push boundaries, right? But you don't want the NCAA does not want college gymnastics to be who can press their body the hardest, who can take the most risks with their bodies. They don't want that, and level 10 is not that either. So there's a cap on it. There's like, okay, these are the things that are worth a 10. Just do them, and we'll give you a 10, and that's as high as it can go, right? And then you get a star value, and it's deduced down from there. So if level 10 is a lot more like college in scoring. So it's a much more of a direct translation. Like, for example, Trinity Thomas was outstanding at Florida, right? Amazing. Her career did not translate to elite at all, right? So phenomenal. I assume phenomenal at level 10, amazing at college, was never a real contender for like the Olympic team, right? And all things considered, she even accomplished more than SUNY in college, right? But just it wasn't that kind of athlete. It's Tim Tebow, right? Tim Tebow, great college quarterback. Not much in the NFL, except for one pass in the playoffs that time. Yeah. So here it is. This one's free. Check it out, just like this podcast. This one's free, and the USA Gymnastics actually does a great job of posting routines from the Nasty Lucan Cup. So it's not only Gray Mankova, 2 other Auburn commits competed. And I've got links to all their routines were here, and I also put them on a YouTube playlist if you want to just flip through it that way. But yeah, Gray Mankova, I mean, it's got to be said. I can't stress it enough. She is the number 1 overall prospect in the class of 2027, as rated by College Gym News, and she's then ranked number 2 by College Gym fans. So there's 2 rankings out there. She's either number 1 or number 2. One of the best prospects in the entire country. Problem is you have to wait because she's class of 2027, which means January 2028, because she would, the idea you graduate high school in 2027, spring 2027, right? And then you enroll fall 2027, and gymnastics season just happens to start midway through the 2027-2028 year. So January 2028 is when she would compete. Hey, that's all I got for today. Let's go ahead and get out of here because we've got a couple blank days ahead. But we will be back tomorrow with something to talk about. And until then, take care.